Ah, we're back. Has YouTube and OBS decided that we're good enough to deserve to be back?
Hopefully.
Not that it matters, 'cause everyone else is fucked off anyway, but hey, it's worth a try.
Okay, maybe not everybody. I'm still here. Total T's come back, hooray!
At least you didn't abandon us. Everyone else?
Philly G's back too.
Philly G's back as well.
Yeah. Hype train, toot toot toot.
See, my best guess is because the game loads in 4:3 as opposed to 16:9, that somehow messes with Elgato. I have no reason to suspect that that's why it would make OBS freak out, because OBS usually does freak out when changing to when changing between not Elgato and yes Elgato. And thank you for watching even some of that, Fox 2002. I saw the comment that, hey, you like the intro. It's something. And actually, sorry, go on. I was going to say a thing, but go on.
Nah, you say a thing.
Okay. Well, Friday of this week, as well as being my birthday, is I'm going to post a thing to Patreon that's like, it's a sort of teaser of what to expect over the coming month, and then Friday of next week will be the first paid post on Patreon, which is going to be something in the same vein as the San Marino video, and then that won't come to YouTube until September, so pay me and get exclusive content.
I wish I could, but I have, like, wedding things to save for.
That's understandable, Lozzie.
And my phone just notified me that you are live. Thanks, phone.
Thanks, phone.
With your watermelon.
Now, here's an absolute total guess. If I open this...
It's a wee Wario.
First of all, pun, but also, I bet, like, I will put no money on it, but as soon as I click start, OBS is going to freak out and crash. So be prepared for that, and be prepared for 5 or 10 more minutes of nothing while we fix it, but hey, this is the plan. This is the plan. This is the sandwich talking. Oh, come on, Lassa Brosia. There's one for sale here where I live, so clearly there's plenty everywhere. Oh, is it not going to die in the face? Oh my god, it's not dying in the face. We're actually allowed to have a fun time for once. Why was this such a drama?
I don't know. Why is it such a soap opera?
£33 on eBay. There are others that are also places that sell money.
The stream is alive with a sound of commentary.
Or something. Oh my god, it's a temple with a Wii remote on it.
It's the Temple of Wii.
In Diamond City. Go Diamond City. Which is a reference from this game. All those trees had either boobs or balls, depending on your perspective. There they go. Boob trees.
Or ball trees.
Or ball trees.
Depending on your preference. Or both, if you are that way inclined.
I can wipe the screen. There's a screen wipe. Boink. We can also pull his moustache, but I have better things to do. We can't go to Double Town because there's a Wario in the way.
Woo.
I will play singly. Yeah, it only allows 5 letters for some reason. Europe.
Europe.
Nice. Which one's the most recent one of me? Probably the hair.
Yeah, probably that one.
Probably the milk.
Milk 3.
Oh, is the phone button because they can't call it a Wii remote, even though it's on the Wii. Use the wrist strap. Play in an open area. Let go of your penis.
I have to put up with this law. Oh, Philly G. Philly G. You will experience all of this when you first come over here.
Also, how is the volume? Because I know that usually when I have to share the microphone, we get a bit quiet, and is the game loud, quiet? Let me know, because I do want to balance audio goodly. I'm guessing at the moment it's okay. Wahaha. Wow.
Wow, Luigi, #1.
Total
Total T says the volume is good, so let's take his word on that.
And
Maybe.
just wait for a moment, and then Pants! It is Mr. Pants. Except it's not, it's Wario. We found mysterious food machine. His house is like a weird burger. Speaking of burgers, we ate burgers today.
Yeah, we went to Five Guys. Ooh, it is from mine. Okay, okay. Yeah, we had Five Guys, burgers and fries, and it was actually really good.
True. Because, like, they're one of those establishments where all over the walls it's like, oh, they're the best thing ever, according to the newspaper. And, oh, this magazine says we're the greatest. And, like, yeah, sure you are. But then actually, yeah, this was a tasty burger. To quote me exactly at the time when I took my first bite. When I took my first bite. Hello.
Hello.
It's me. And then there's, like, ASMR dude.
The remote control. Hold the form baton straight.
This simple stance reflects one of life's fiercest and greatest sports.
Channel surfing.
Channel surfing.
Good evening, world, and all who inhabit it.
What about me?
The most important meal of the day, serving it up Gary's way. Bop.
Yeah, shoot him away with a stinky bug on a stick. It goes poo!
A lot of things go poo, Tess.
Including you. You farted quite a bit in this room. She had an attack of the giggle farts earlier. It was lovely. Sarcasm.
It's still breathable in here.
Barely. So we're cancelling out the smell of garlic. You can't tell me to shave. Who do you think you are?
The Lithuanian spokesperson from 2014.
Well, true. And now it's time for a shave. A shave? I think not. Go to bed. Get in my hole. Not you, Laura. Boop.
Oh, we're bringing back so many memories for Heartbeat.
Oh, yes, that's a good thing. Laura can sort of read the chat because I can't. As you can see, I can't.
As you can see from the charts here, this train station looks like Venus.
I am my #1 own fan.
Woo, I thought that was me though.
Well, Well, do you expect me to blow you? Is that what you're saying here?
It's Wednesday, my dude.
Oh my gosh, Maria Olaf's not here. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is dudes by Wednesday. Don't forget where the microphone is.
I was about to ask you, is that the same Maria Olaf's daughter that represented Iceland? But was that?
They can't hear you, Laura. But
Because I was
probably
asking you.
Probably not, because that's probably not the OG Maria Olafsdottir, because it's actually Georgia, the pant seller. You know, if you were to sit on this side and I sit on the other side, maybe that'd be better for reading out the chat.
Mhm. Okay.
For fuck's sake, I've told you, at the moment I only play New Leaf and I can't stream 3DS games, so calm your nips.
Little T doesn't exist.
There's no such thing as little T, only total T and T.
Well, what if you have tea in like a tiny cup though? That's a little tea, surely.
That's a modest T.
Animal motherfucking crossing. Mellow fucking tea festivalen.
Ah yes, the most reasonable opening act ever. Little T isn't real! Dogs aren't real and you've never seen one.
Well, what about doggos though?
No. Well, the funny thing is though, really, Thursday should be Mittwoch because there's 3 days on one side and 3 days on the other. But no, it's like mid-weekday week. You Germans and your efficiency. Hallo, ich bin Kartoffel. Das ist mein Beruf.
Oh yeah, man, stinkleberries.
Total T, your dog is lying to you. Anyway, the remote control. And then we are real. And now we have the parapluie. Or the parapluie. Now, in that illustration there, is that her upper lip or a moustache? I moustache you this question.
I'd love to answer that, but I read a mustache.
Until I realised that was a pun, I thought she was actually going to abandon my ass.
Thunderstorm.
And the rest of me by extension. Umbrella pants! If you do that too quickly, then you smack yourself in the face with liquids. Come to think of it, that plain pink background you could just green screen out.
I am not his wife.
Oh, we have the Hindelbu.
The handlebar. Turn the form baton sideways and grasp the ends firmly.
Go home, Iceland, you're drunk.
This dance requires
Little T isn't real.
steadiness and
Tight shorts! Panty panty. But yes, you could green screen out that pink. Jiggle jiggle.
You're wearing pants.
No, I'm not. They're shorts. With...
Same thing, ain't they?
no. Poink. Like, specifically poink as opposed to boink. Once again, I'd like to remind Laura where the microphone is. The thought occurs that I should probably be paying attention to the game because it's telling me how to hold the Wii Remote. Or the Wiimote. Or the Caplicator. And the Thickwid. You know, cereal. Or beer. Or burial.
I'd like to think that you do represent the
Banana.
whole of Iceland.
Banana. Yes, you do, Maria. You did in 2015 and you do now. Watermelon. Leave me alone, watermelon. My banana! I just got this out of some random sleeping woman's nose. Let me eat my boof. Beep, beep, tit, tit, tit. No, get back here. Stop falling out of a window, it's rude.
Iceland have a lesbian president?
Cool.
Cool story. Well,
Shaky, shaky, shaky.
well, I mean, it's not a story, it's real life, but you know what I mean.
We have a lesbian president, except she's not a lesbian and she's not a president. But close enough. I mean, she's a female prime minister, close enough. Anyway, it's the PP train! The P train! You go that way, you go that way. You go the other way. Don't pee in the pool. It's uncouth. This is not a pee for pooling. And you go that way. And we have put them into we've directed them into the dog kennels so that they can pee in the ball pool. Great salami. We never wanted breakfast anyway. Beef.
Which then makes me think of all of the other names for, like...
Other countries, like withdraw saw and checkout and
Italy.
Sweden, Departugal.
Oh yeah, speaking of Portugal, they revealed like how they were going to select like people from for their Festival de Canção, and one of the ways that they're going to one of them is going to be selected by Salvador Sobral. So we just sort of came up with I choose me
With a song by me.
Song
Performed by
me.
I think I just said pafung.
Pafung is a word.
Is Bulgaria even in the Euro to begin with?
In the euro.
I mean, they don't use euros because their currency is the lev. Oh, that reminds me of a thing that I can't talk about, but it requires me to go to a place in a week.
Ooh.
And isn't that quite the birthday present? And if it goes well, then I'm going to have to go to Scotland for a week before I can go to McGill University. There were words in there somewhere.
Kushti.
Kushti? What language are you speaking, my child? My Chinese chicken, except this is Japan. Japan!
Is an island by the sea, filled with volcanoes,
and it's beautiful!
We're funny. Bye, Garia.
Sweden.
Yeah, I am just Sweden with a fat fandom, thanks.
Oh!
God, I mean, they're so negative. Why can't they just be happy for him? I mean, God.
See, I want to call them negative Nancys, but apparently Nancy is like an archaic word for a gay person, and that's not what I'm trying to say. It's just alliteration. Shave the sheep, shave the shit, plop out a meaty chud, whip out your razor, go to town.
Oh, Honey Pop, you bring back so many memories.
Ah, the memories. Like, did you know that turds come with a bone right down the middle on the inside, but no one ever bothers to break them open and discover it?
Unicorn!
Mastery of this move can change a pop cuisine.
But what about the history of the world, I guess?
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's the Seljuk Turks.
I have to draw a square in Laura's company again. Except this time I actually have a good way of pointing at the screen, because if you've been watching our series of Shy Guy's Poo Poo Express, I couldn't point at the screen, I had to rest my arm on her head.
Yes.
I had to do this in real life once. And by once, I mean for an entire year of high school.
Same.
Choo-choo, it's the chaffier.
I misread that as cauliflower.
The cauliflower. Turn the vegetables sideways and steam them in your hands. Apply liberal amounts of cheese and then put them on stage with Jamala. Because Americans can't pronounce European to save their life. Fight me, America!
And then we'll just attract the Yuki.
The Yuki. The toilet. Also, apparently, Super Relic 641 is finally catching up on my Danganronpa streams. Which I'm happy about, because apparently his waifus include Kyoko, possibly Junko, and Hina, because he likes her milky sea puddings. Also, apparently, she looks like his high school crush.
Aww.
This minigame has a bonus minigame attached to it where I have to drop the bass. Like so. How did I know? Because I'm wearing a wriststrap. That is a bored Shakespeare. The proctologist.
Samurai.
Stick an index finger right up the butthole and go wiggy wiggy wiggy, and that's how you jerk a butthole.
That American TV show mocked Eurovision like last year.
I saw that they had, but I knew it was going to offend me, so I didn't bother. Then again, I avoided watching Zootopia or Zootropolis for quite a while because I thought it would offend me, and it didn't. I did not swing at that angle, but I can live with it.
But then again, Americans, like, with Eurovision, Sweden is like the New York Yankees of Eurovision. No, they're not.
They're none of those things, and of course it's cringe af. It's meef. Ugly man, I've scanned your banana and it's 75 cents. Why cents? Because... Centitos.
Well, I mean, euros use cents, and this
True.
is the European version, I suppose.
True. Also, which film is it where, like, some guy has this cursed thing, and it'll grant his every wish, but it means that he'll go to hell if he keeps it when he dies, and so you have to sell it for a loss. That's the only way to permanently get rid of it. And so he goes to some of the Caribbean islands and sells it for, like, 1 centime, because he can't sell it for less than a US cent in his native country. Like, what film is that? I know that exists.
I feel like I should know what it is.
It makes no sense! Ah! Oh yeah, I need to go driving. So, am I up to date on the chat? Because I sort of need to drive a car, and I'm trying not to drink and drive, and by drink I mean read the chat. And
Crazy bastard.
I'm trying to stay on the left because this is Britain, damn it, or Japan. That's a point. Maybe the guy starts on the left because this is Japan. This is why I don't trust myself to drive.
That's okay, I don't trust myself to drive either. That's why Philly G drives for me.
I mean, it's all well and good, Lost Brosian, but I think I just spoiled the entire population of its story.
Plot.
That's the word. Choo-choo.
There's a devil on his head.
Same. Okay,
That was orgasmic.
for context, she's patting me on the head, like the head, not the penis. We are not a ship. She is engaged to Philly G.
Sega Rally Championship was not as good as I thought it was.
Rip. Also, good evening, Simon Howells.
Is that Simon?
Nah, it's a different Simon.
Different Simon.
Different Simon.
Like Simon Says Simon.
Yes, this is literally the man who invented Simon Says. Heartbeat invented the Rubik's Cube, and the Lost Sabrosian invented the concept of hiding under a rose to tell people secrets, and also the Lost Temple of Holodrum. Now let's fight people to get some dumplings. And it was literally because of this level, chapter, whatever, that my final major project of year 9 was to make some bao in food technology, which is the dumplings that they're trying to get in this chapter. See, I could get a driver's license, or driving license, I forget what it's called in the UK, but I just don't trust myself to drive a car and not splat people. Or crash.
food technology, or as my mother called it to my food technology teacher, domestic science.
Also, you might recognise the chapter introduction sound effect as the music that I used for the qualifiers in the 14th YSC, but we don't speak of the YSC anymore.
Oh, that's sad.
I'm just causing chaos in the chat by telling people what they invented without them realising. Oh, it's the cheese stank, and there's some... Oh, a whole load of culprits from Danganronpa in the crowd there.
Like Bing Bong class announcement.
A body has been discovered!
That would be so morbid.
Dancing for a boomerang. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on... cheese.
Yeah.
Anyway, those dumplings there are front and centre.
I mean, if the YSC doesn't come back, I'm considering starting my own online song contest, so you guys
I
can
support
all,
this.
So you guys can all join that. Yay!
I don't know what it would be called, though. The YSC2?
Tug of war.
Electric
With
Boogaloo.
the form baton pointing forward. Hold it firmly with both
Well, maybe
hands
you
to
should,
swell the
navel.
navel.
Georgia,
Stand
Georgina,
close to
Jiggle...
hide the epic struggle between
Jiggly...
tails.
bread...
Tails.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Vacuum.
Pardon me, the sensor bar is too high up for my sitting stance. First death!
Thank you. I've been saying that for
Well,
years.
I'm sorry, I put it on Mount Fuji.
Does it? I've never been to
The
Georgia.
waiter.
Maybe we should go on a trip there.
Place the
Which
form
Georgia? The
baton
real Georgia or the American Georgia?
Tip forward.
I'm
and
assuming
palms
real
facing
Georgia.
up.
You know, Tbilisi.
See yourself
'Cause, I mean,
serving a group of socialites.
Georgia is like
Such
Atlanta
grace,
is in Georgia, and that's the home of Shaka Conroy, and his
such
puns are
style,
cheesy.
such
Ayo!
orders.
Spagooblio!
Ayo.
Simon Mayo.
Drive time's coming and we're on our way home.
But we're already home. I should probably sit the fuck up so I can actually point at the Scrayan. Erotic.
Oh, you were sawing the log. I thought you were sawing his mustache. I was just like,
No, I was sawing his wood. Honestly.
that sounds even worse.
That was the idea, fam. I made a snowman appear with my ball. I produced creamy white goodness from my ball. Oh, waiter, no tip given. Sweepy.
Eurovision girl's name? Does she mean me?
Oh, right. She's Laura or Lozzie or europezgal08 or Flemothy.
Point the form baton
Flip.
forward.
Honk.
Lightly touching your nose.
Soon to
Just
be
as the
Lozzie
way
G,
elephant uses
because
its
yo,
trunk to
I'm
gorge on
TessHex and I'm
peanuts.
here to tell you about my
So
stay with
too
the G's,
will your
fam.
nose sustain you.
Down with the genus. Wah.
Oh, thank you, Maria. Maria is a nice name too.
Yes, Maria.
Turn around, break it down, go slow.
Heads up, Lord of mercy. Clearly, we should duet at some point.
Yes, we should represent the UK at Eurovision. We should apply to the BBC and then have Monzo Malo say yes to our faces.
Say yes to the Tess.
Ah,
I'll make that the hashtag and everything.
yes, indeed.
I made some skis. Twee! It's like twee. Laura Borealis, go the fuck to bed.
I actually quite like that, to be fair.
I mean, there was a time where you were in the market to change your YouTube name, but then we thought that would be confusing.
That was only because of Yuki.
Yeah, Yuki was a bag of fun. Oh, actually, that's the point. Yuki's actually moving to Florida on my birthday, so after that... Yes, my name is Tess. On my birthday, he's moving to Florida, so after that, we should be able to basically batch record the rest of Galaxy Versus, and it'll just be permanently done, instead of hanging on my head. You know, my head. I use it to eat with, amongst other things. You don't know where my tongue's been. Tungsten! What? I had a moment there.
You have many moments.
It's true. If I have a protracted, lengthy moment, is that a period? Was this joke a period drama? Oh, I remember I remember the Easter 2 portal. Johnny Rectum. Huh. Well, I am good radio present. I mean, I do actually have it, but it might be awkward setting up the PS2 to record from again because of... So you know how my PS3 died in episode 2 of Lunatia's Veil, or maybe episode 3, I don't remember. Well, I got a replacement since, that's what I played Spyro 2 on. But it's one that isn't backwards compatible to the PS2, only to the PS1. So... Wait the fuck. How have we only been going for 25 minutes? Feels like I've been streaming all night.
Probably because of that crash nonsense.
Hey, you might recognize this music too, from the YSC4.
I wasn't in the YSC4.
You said you saw the recaps.
I did. Oh yeah! I remember now.
Well done. And I used graphics from Sonic Generations, and actually included it in a multimedia portfolio that I showed to a potential university back before I went to university. And they were like, oh my god, a digital portfolio. The other two candidates only brought paper. We will give you a spot immediately because you did a drop shadow. That was basically what happened. But this was like 2000 and a long time ago.
It will happen, Total T. Don't cry.
Opera Gunge. Oh, Opera Gunge, I get it. But still, Opera Gunge. Just make that be its own genre. Also cats. I am a cat person. Mew.
Okay, night, Philly G.
Good night, Philly G. Have a nice sleepy time.
And have a good day at work.
Is this me?
Yes, Tess, because your hair is totally blue and in an afro. Actually, you did dye your hair blue once.
That was like 2012, but yes. The only reason why it didn't stay is I'm too lazy to keep re-dyeing it. I've somehow managed to grow the bleach out of my hair. Anyway, I've not had a haircut since 2012. I think I shaved once in 2012 as well. And I just have this weird way of regulating my facial everything hair.
Yeah, because his hair, like, maintains the same length every time I come over to visit.
It's weird. I think I shed like a cat. I'm just naturally a domestic long hair. Oh, it's cute. Sometimes it's sushi, but it's usually just wood. Tennis! Tennis for dinner.
Oh, don't get me started on tennis.
Tennis for dinner. A brick wall. A piece of toast. Two guys with handlebar mustaches. A man painted silver who makes robot noises. Garminar.
You know, cheerleader, what's her face, so-and-so.
And the ugly one. We know it's a reference, we're just not sure what to.
Wait, there was a blue-haired Afro guy that got rejected for Eurovision? What? Tell
Yes,
us the story.
Jimmy T. So he ends up in Diamond City instead. That is his backstory. Except, maybe.
Two brothers in a van.
Yes. Anyway, am I on top of the chat? Do keep me informed. I'm too busy dropping my balls.
I'm happy for the Tamara guy. Jimmy T is Tamara's long-lost brother. Like,
Oh. Wait, which Tamara?
you know, Tamara from, like, Georgia.
Ah, that Tamara.
You know, I'm here to win.
And then she didn't qualify. I love how this trunk protrudes from the dick area for all men. Ah, the cats. They are me. I am them.
Oh, cherub.
Panda Express. Away with you, Infinity Man. I'm going to run to the sun, because that was a song. I don't know why, because you can't run to the sun. Not from the-
Dispatchito.
Oh yeah, do you want to tell the story of Dispatchio?
Yes, Dispatchio. Whilst on my way to Tess's, my father and I were listening to the radio, and he was just like, how many songs are we going to listen to until we hear Dispatchio? And the fact that I started laughing, and he was just like, well, you knew what I meant. So,
Dispatchio.
yeah. Dispatchio.
And San Marino always enters quality content, what are you talking about?
Oh, and then there was Khaled, Asian Ed Sheeran.
But me, I need to do more driving.
Yeah.
Cow! It's Austin. Out of my way, Austin.
Yes, remember to set your Bentley to Swamp, Minefield, Christmas,
Christmas or Mexico. Ah, the 4 seasons. The 4 zones of the Crystal Maze. Monkeys. And at this point we get pulled over by the police because, sir, can't you just drive in a fucking straight line like a normal person? No. I'm playing with my Wii. Oh, Szechuan sauce. Szechuan sauce. Oh my god, Lost Brosian is actually throwing some shade. Okay, yes. On side. The brick wall. I remember the brick wall. Oh, the oceans, they didn't bring it back because health and safety. As simple as that, really. Because, like, series 1 to 4, they had the industrial. 5 and 6, they had the ocean. I think for the Christmas specials after that, they had the industrial. And then the Crystal Maze Experience in London and Birmingham have the industrial zone because the ocean zone is just the wet industrial zone, but with health and safety stuff. And then for the TV series, I'm guessing, because they actually reconstructed the set in the Bottle Yard studio, so it is actually a full-size set. Sorry I'm nerding out, but it's such a good game show. Crystal Maze, that is. So they basically just brought the industrial back because Ocean Zone... Like, bear in mind, one of the puzzles was, hey, here's a pool of water and a wall. You need to take a candle and light it, and then take it underwater using a bell jar. Like, that's... Health and safety wouldn't allow that these days. We got our umbrella back, yeah. RIP!
Yes, because Spanish and Italian are totally similar.
Si, certo.
They probably are. I mean, they're both Romance languages, I know that much.
Sí que es verdad que no son tantos diferentes. And because Alphon's not here, he can't prove me wrong. And you know what? Rich Diawadi is actually a good maze master. The one thing I object to is... They don't always go clockwise or anti-clockwise around the maze. Sometimes they just go diagonally. Like, you can't do that. 6 classic series, they never did that. And now they're just like, no, we're gonna go diagonal because fuck you. Like, oh, well, that's a bit pissy. Nah, it's too infinite.
Isn't that just a hole in the wall?
A hole in the wall, basically. But, honestly, I feel like people are too hard on Ralph Siegel, but that said, he is out of touch. But then again, I feel like Thomas Gieson is also out of touch and people love his stuff. Let me be your ass and your company. I'll let you be the thong you can try on me.
Hey!
I'll catch you when you fall, when you shoot for 3! Let me be your gravity.
Hey, I liked Alter Ego, okay? And that was a decent song.
I mean, I don't know when they, like, are they gonna actually get the, are they gonna start showing the normie episodes? Because they've had, like, they said there was gonna be 1 celebrity special, and then they had 4 in a row. And, like, the whole point of that, like, the whole, like, I swear it's usually 6 players to a team, but because it's celebrities, there's 5 players to a team, and it's rigged so that they all play 2 games each for a total of 10. I think that's half the reason why they get a bonus crystal at the end anyway.
Like, what sort of celebrities do they get anyway?
Z-listers like Joey Essex. Although, to be fair, he wasn't that bad. Louis Spence was worse, weirdly.
The thumb wrestler. Hold the form baton vertically and rest your thumb on the top of it.
Oh, for a moment I thought Georgina was talking about, like San Marino, like, whoa.
This pose.
Like, they said they were, like, for some reason they stopped for Wimbledon. I don't think they've brought it back yet. Which is a shame. Watch me piss on these athletes. These car athletes.
It's like Formula 1 or some shiz.
Formula 1. I don't understand people who can't pronounce nuclear, though. It's nuclear, not nuclear. Where are you getting nuclear from? There's no reason why I brought that up. It's just, it's a thing that pesters my face.
Nuclear.
Yes.
The discard.
Foliage.
The
Place the form
discard.
baton face down
Place
on
the
a
form
stable
baton
surface,
face down
like an
on a stable
unwanted,
surface, like
but
an
still
unwanted,
treasured
but still treasured
playing card.
That's my aesthetic.
Do not
Do
touch,
not
the form
touch your
baton
ass again until the proper
until the
time.
proper time.
Which is 1:07 AM, where we enjoy this delicious, tasty banana.
Join us in the rain. So many songs about
how are
rain.
you?
Like, you can dance in the rain, there's fire in it, and now you want us to join you in the rain.
Oh no, there's blood on the faster. We need to censor it. Chiseling. Ah, grating. Grate the phone. Nokia has been insulted. I mean, to be fair, the UK has been getting better over the years. Like, we got 15th this year and we should be happy with that. It's a pointy nipple. It's one of Madonna's tits. Right colour and everything. Yeah,
Big cheese.
pastel or pastel, it depends on your... I'm going to need to stand up for two
Push your
cheese.
chest and hips
I should
forward.
probably stand up for the whole thing. I mean, the whole thing tells you to stand up right at the beginning.
CEO. Unsung hero
Ryan
standing
Blessed to
proud
read out, like,
on the
our
backs
points,
of
like,
his employees.
please no.
It should be Michael McIntyre. 12 points to my favourite country of them all.
Oh yeah, because every country is his favourite.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Do, 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 do.
Ew. Hey, the UK song this year was amazing. I don't even know what's being talked about with the others.
Saying that they're too good for Eurovision. And then something about Purple Rain and Singing in the Rain.
Purple Rain's not that good. Fight me.
Pew, pew, pew,
Barney
I
McGrew,
win.
Cuthbert Divil Grub.
I win.
No, you don't.
Well, who saved Christmas?
Me.
Oh yeah, you did.
Well done.
You did, didn't you?
Draw.
Panties. Panty, panty, crispy. Don't touch my kid.
Poke.
The note. I need to keep paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing next. Oh, this is the discard. This is just a game of reacting.
Goodbye to
Virgin
yesterday. Goodbye to yesterday. Yeah, that was good. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Truth.
Christmas has been saved so many times, to be fair.
I'm saving the world.
This is basically what we had for lunch today.
What, we had a Wii remote and
All of the above.
and sweet corn and a flag and fish.
I stand by my stance on Love Injected. Although, to be fair, if you listen to the instrumental, like the karaoke version, then like the backing vocals literally just sound like a really deep, angry, drunk Peridot from Steven Universe. Tree he, where you laugh so hard that you piss an entire tree. Like so.
Don't make me do that.
Feed me, Seymour.
Okay.
Oh. That's normal.
Sylvia Knight takes the award for best song, clearly.
Obviously, the order will be an egg, then a needle, and then the ice cream, and then goose, then moose, then apple juice. Oh yeah.
I don't get the context.
Really? You've never heard? Okay, well.
I've never heard of what?
Let's go to Tomorrow Hill then. No, the weird results system actually improves it. It's been going for 2 years, and they also included it in the junior contest. It makes more sense, and it's technically fairer.
They didn't include it in the junior contest.
Well, yeah, they did. It's just instead of being public and televote, it was jury and baby. Baby chain. It's not ahead of my mind, it's just wrong. And this level is a musical level, because there's a song. It's the thong song. Okay.
Bye.
How is your phone still at 100% battery? What have you been feeding it?
There was a crazy moose who drank a lot of juice.
And every time it turns around and goes putt putt. Well, the whole point of them going through it twice is, like, in 2016, it completely changed the winner because the public and the jury had 2 different winners, and then combined, it produced a 3rd different winner. So it makes sense. Trust me, let's supposing this is a specialist subject. Like, I could be a bitch to debate this all night. It's fine. It's fine. Although I am officially qualified in those, so technically, by UK law, I can list myself as a professor. Because I actually do have a specialised qualification in Eurovision.
But then again, in 2017, like, the jury and the televotes came up with the same winner. First of all, how?
I mean, I really don't... It doesn't seem like something that the public would vote for.
Yeah, the public would vote for something like Sweden, which was my personal favourite.
And honestly, Reign of Revolution's instrumental actually did, like, make me be a bit more sympathetic towards it, because the dance to the rhythm of your soul bit, that's actually tune. The dumbbell. I did it.
Here we go.
So many lions. I'm surrounded by lions. Shoot me down, I'll get up. Running with lions. Nail. Oh my god, it's Brody. Jody the bro, Brody. Honestly, I feel like my radio teacher is actually really like trying to get the BBC to notice me and put me as a Eurovision commentator somehow, so that is my goal. I would do better than Graham Norton. Consider the gauntlet thrown. Friendlily, but like, I could fight people.
Ah. But that'd means you get to go to Eurovision for free, though.
Well, no, because Electro Velvet had to pay for their own insurance when they went, so... Stricky.
Take me with you. Maybe radio commentary. Yes, you would definitely do a better job than Ken Bruce, TBH.
I haven't heard how he commentates, so I couldn't say. But I could slay.
Yeah, slay, queen. We were looking for Slavko in
janitor.
Guildford today.
It's true, and
Hold
he
the form
wasn't there.
with both hands.
Yeah,
as
because
you
we
would
read
in law.
somewhere that Slavko was in
The
Guildford.
right hand
Because he's in
represents order.
Britain. Because
The
he's on the
left,
UK X
filth.
Factor.
Why does
The
everyone live in
baton is
Britain
the
now?
bridge between the two.
The singer from Montenegro lives in Guildford now. It's just
where
where
he
he
lives.
lives.
The winner from Sweden lives in England now. Because he's getting married. Duh.
So, in one city alone, there's Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, PewDiePie's wife, Syriac Harris, Moby and Michael Stipe, Moby and Michael Stipe, Moby and Michael Stipe. Okay, I'll stop. They're all bald though, that's the joke.
You forgot about Jacksepticeye's girlfriend.
No.
Which reminds me,
Oh yes, Markiplier.
England is my city. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Rolf Lamo. Ah, he has eyes! Rolf Lamo has hidden eyes. The rumor come out. Does Rolf Lamo is eyes?
Is europezgal08 an anime? All this and more.
Have I ever told the story of Rolf Lamo? I know I have on stream before, but is anyone here? Does anyone need reminding of that?
Gay Irish commentators on Eurovision.
Is that Weird Blogs?
They're not Irish, they're British. Like, one of them was like the spokesperson for the Norwegian national final. if
And
you
they
remember.
did terribly. They insulted the whole nation. Anyway, I'm just gonna need to go poo, except not poo, but like. Okay, now I need to switch to the elephant. I'm not quite sure if that, like, how that works, but I'm going to just shoot a nose.
Unicorn!
I'm sorry, that's spoilers, but yes. I'm gonna shoot the moon with my nose nanas, my bananos. Bananos, it's the nose, that's the joke. It's nose versus nose in a banana showdown of the century. You have one of those days where some random guy in magnolia gloves, just marigold gloves, that sort of charges through the meadows and shoves down the ears. And Terry Wogan is why this contest is shat upon in this country. So honestly, the sooner he's disposed of, the better. So honestly, real talk, good riddance. I don't mean that as in he's dead. I mean that as in he's no longer working at the BBC. Like I'm glad he left, not I'm glad he's dead. Just so we're clear.
How fluent are you in German?
Good enough to speak it.
Hi, Gleam, Raichu.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Wogan did years and decades of almost irreversible damage to the contest reputation in this country. So
I know.
Terry Wagwan. Nice.
I know him as the guy that did Radio 2 in the mornings before I knew him as like the Eurovision commentator before Graham Norton, so I just know him as a radio guy, to be honest. But yeah, he commentated for Eurovision for like decades and decades and decades.
And all he did was get drunk and take the piss, and like that's not something to like. You wouldn't celebrate a drunk taxi driver or a drunk firefighter or any of that, so why is it good that he got drunk during the contest and all he did was say, like... Well, the reason why we haven't won in over 20 years is because he's ruined the contest reputation. No one wants to win for the UK. But thankfully, things are starting to turn around now, so people are starting to be more progressive, but he's the reason why it's been so slow. Because he's like, oh, it's all political, oh, they're gonna give each other points because they're friends, and not because they're neighbours who have similar tastes in music. Jesus, learn some basic fucking geopolitics, man. And breathe. Pardon my berserk button. Yeah, it is predominantly Wogan's fault. I said, nothing against him being alive, and I'm not going to talk shit about it because he's dead. I'm just going to say he was a terrible spokesperson for the UK.
Yeah.
Lighten the mood, Lozzie.
I was then gonna say he was like chosen to be like a presenter for the contest in like 1998, and then he's just like, yo, I'm on stage for a bit and now I've got to go bugger off and do some commentary for the United Kingdom, leaving the female host to do it all by herself. Like, what?
Yeah, there is the semi-final. What, do other countries not have different commentators for the semi-finals? And we do keep changing our semi-final commentators, because we've had Sarah Cox, and she's terrible.
But we've always had Scott Mills for as long as I can remember, though. TBH.
It was Paddy O'Connell in 2006.
I wasn't watching that then, TBH.
Well, the problem is, all the other countries send music that's typical of their music industries to Eurovision, but because the UK and Ireland have had it drilled into them that, nah, Eurovision's just for the floaty gays and the weird foreigners, that they never send anything normal, so of course it's not exchanging 12 points, because we don't send something that's typical of our music industry.
Also to create.
Trust me, I've written a 7,500 word dissertation on this. You can't outfight me. You could try. We should try someday. I know we're going to beat again like a drum.
Okay, calm down, guys. Sebastian.
I'm sharpening a pencil. The things you can do with motion controls. But yeah, I've heard like the German commentator's voice is like kind of iconic just because I've heard it like 90% of the HD YouTube videos of performances tend to be from the German channel, so I know what he sounds like, but like Germany's sort of another case where it's like the commentators are really detached and sort of aren't good, and so the young people aren't interested, and so the songs tend not to do well. Yum yum, my nipples. Don't taste my nipples, they're for my own personal delectation.
Can you even reach that far then?
Actually, yes. Do you want me to demonstrate?
No, I'm good.
Well, pardon me with my finger food.
Oh, Gratislami wants to represent Iceland next year. She should. Yes, you should.
I don't know.
Rather her than Sergei Lazarev for Russia, TBH.
Ah, yes, because if she represents Iceland, then Russia can't Russia. Sriracha. Did we mention that Five Guys is good? Oh, I'm washing Austin's ass.
Oh, how flattering. It's like you're gonna get married or something.
I didn't even do anything, I just pointed the wheel at the screen. Phone carton was a thing for a while, and Scott Mills read out our votes for years, and now they've finally got the memo that maybe we should have a different spokesperson each year. And then we had people.
We had Richard Osman in 2016, and we had Katrina this year, and then next year we'll have Joe and Jake, yeah!
It'll actually just be me.
Good evening, Europe. This is a potato, and this is London.
And I am Tessellating Hexagons. You never heard of me, except you may have done, in which case, hello. Fruit Ninja!
Oh yeah, there was that time when we went to Sweden and you were advertising your channel to a Swedish person. I wonder if he's subscribed by now. Hi, if you're watching.
Oh, David. His name was David.
His name was David. Hello, I am David.
Banana Man. Do you see Banana Man? Hopping over on the white hot sand. Here he come with some for me. Freshly taken from banana tree. Banana Man, me want a ton. Give me double and a bonus one. Give me more for all me friends. This banana flow will never end. Do you want a banana? Feel it down and go. Do you want a banana? This banana for you. Laura's died. No, that's Blackpool. Go sneeze. Yeah, gotta love how France this year just gone was like, here's a really subtle reminder of which country you're watching, just in case you've forgotten. Here's the Eiffel Tower.
I'm going to Blackpool next Friday.
I keep forgetting that Blackpool exists.
Good for you. And that voice crack though, Spain.
Oh, Spain. It was a cute song though.
It was.
Do it for your mother. Crap your pants and do it for your mother.
What? Please no.
Russia, don't. Just honor your agreement, send Yulia Samoylova, and then we can all go home happy. Because, like, we know that people really like Sergei Lazarev, and it's not fair on everyone else.
Yeah, just because of that one video where he took off his shirt and presumably his pants. I didn't really see too much of the music video because it was part of a recap for a song contest, but it happened.
Rip Italy. Geppetto. Just one Geppetto.
Give it to me.
No. You will give me an egg.
Dogs! So cute!
Dogs aren't real and you've never seen one.
We just did.
More at 11.
But we just did. Wee wee.
That's absolutely the right noise for Pikmin.
Wee wee.
Yes, Pikmin, they go wee wee.
Like wee wee blogs.
More like pee-hee blogs. Animal Crossing, yay!
Task time!
Lozzie!
Woo!
His song was my 420th. Except, it wasn't for me, I'm just trying to misread. Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy.
Ew, wee wee blogs.
Ew, wee wee blogs. Yeah, to be fair. TBH.
TBH.
I need to be cheese. Pardon me, I'm flapping.
Flappy Tess. What? That just sounded wrong in my
Suddenly,
head.
pineapples. Oh, right, I didn't see what gesture it wanted me to use, so I just did Wii Sports controls. Is it named after William because William Wee Wee? The original HD Wind Waker. We were talking earlier today about how much we will bitch about, I did the thing and didn't register, I was too busy. We're bitching about Wee Wee Vlogs.
Like, I mean, why? Why do you use, like, an ABBA reference in an article about Mons Emelo being engaged? I get that ABBA and Mons are both Swedish, but still.
Also, the game's ignoring my inputs. Wee 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 all the way home. Yes.
He's so gay it hurts. I mean, how can being gay hurt? But it's just... Tess can explain it better than I can, but...
Can I?
Yeah, he's like one of those people that likes to announce that they're gay at every opportunity. Like that guy from that show.
Gay bona non grata.
You know, the guy from the show. Single.
The perky jerky dickhole from Question Jury. Does anyone else, any fellow Brits in the audience, do y'all watch Question Jury? Because ho, Merry Christmas.
Oh, they're still talking about Wee Wee Blogs. Oh, Devon? Yeah, he's alright in small doses, but when, like, you combine him with William, it's just sort of like...
Which one's who?
The coloured guy.
What colour? Pink? Grief? Is that a colour? The controls are kind of floaty. I don't remember them being this bad.
Right. Okay.
I'm not making excuses, I'm just tired because we've been streaming some pee-pee.
How long have we been streaming anyway?
About an hour. Also, Falco and Fox, I ship them. And you can't stop me.
I'm gonna watch it, it's like Big Brother meets the chase. Oh, so,
Oh my god, it's Satoru Iwata.
Oh, so Turtle T was watching, Question Jury. So he knows what it is.
I've been watching it since its conception, and it's like... Glenn can just fuck off. And then... there was Dan in the second week who did not deserve to win, in my opinion. And then there's, what's his face in the current week? Luke. He's the one we were complaining about. He's such an anus! No offend, but, like, offend?
Oh, look, it's Jimmy P.
He's even the colour of pee.
Know about.
And now we have doggos. They're not real and you've never seen one. Oh, Icelandic candy. And I don't have a PO box because I mean, look at me. I have like 650 subscribers. Do you really think I can justify a PO box? Also, it's Tweety. I mean, to be fair, it is my birthday on Friday, so if y'all want to send me stuff, I don't have an address. But I mean, I have Steam, so there's that. Also, technically a PayPal.me, but you didn't hear that from me. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Here's bread.
And that's why I'm here in person, to give you your stuff.
I don't even know what you've got me, but you've got me something, and it's...
How do you know I've got you on something?
Oh! I bet it's a Hydra dildo.
Do you honestly think that of me?
Yes.
I mean, when you came to visit me, I'm surprised that you didn't just grab me and Philly G by the arms and just sort of dragged us into Anne's Summons.
So you can try on all the ass corks.
Here in America, we call that an ass cork. Oh, Austin, how we miss you.
Pasta.
Oh, now you're making me hungry.
Really? But it's like poof in the evening. Poof. Oh, that's yeah. It's fish. Total T, how?
Tie a balloon to a box and pray it comes in your direction. Oh, Maria.
No. Maria.
Yes, Maria.
Like, Terry Wogan insisted that Yasu means you're next. Like, no, it means hello. Do you even Greek?
Uh-oh, you're next, Maria.
It just means, what's up, Maria? Girl, how's it poppin'? How's that pussy poppin'? That is how you talk to women, right? Oh my god, it's Sakura in her gym years.
And you wonder why Tess hasn't had a girlfriend. Or maybe he has, I don't know.
You don't know my life. I mean, I'm not a virgin, I'll say that much. That's a threat to leave the conversation hanging on. True story, though.
Neither am I. TBH.
Well, yeah, we're not surprised by that. Not with each other.
Hey!
Jesus. I'm just saying you are in a committed relationship and you're engaged. Everyone's thinking it. Don't you touch my orange juice.
Oh, Tess can do better, honestly. Tess can do so much better.
Lozzie can do better than me. Hence,
No.
she's my sister.
I think she should pick you with Wee Wee Blogs guy.
Well, that too.
And trust me, like, I ship the two Wee Wee Blogs people with each other because chances are they're probably dating anyway.
Imagine the babies they'd make.
Let's not! Let's do this. Let's not and say we did anyway.
Let's make plans and then deliberately flake on all of them. Puppies! They're not real.
That is essentially Russia in a nutshell. Hey, we'll make a plan to send this singer and then change our minds and send Sergei instead.
Hello, how are you?
Step 1, promise Yulia Samolova she can go to Eurovision. Step 2, send Sergei Lazarev instead. That's not a question, but they did it anyway. Oh good, more Fruit Ninja. Strawberry. Signor Ichigo.
Besides, if I were to ship Tess with anybody Eurovision related, Valentina. TBH.
You can tell by how jittery it is that like my sense of bar isn't the best. To be fair, this is a fairly old Wii remote at this point. I remember having so much trouble with that as a youth, and I don't know why. Now, okay, here's a discussion for the comments. D-O-G-E, how do you pronounce it? If you say Doge, you're wrong. It's Doge.
But yes. Also in the chat, ship Tess with somebody Eurovision related. My vote for Valentina. Also ship me if you're so inclined. My vote goes to Mons. Go!
Pants down to the floor, and I'm doing whatever you want. I can't go on, because you look so muffin beautiful. I made muffins yesterday.
They were actually really good.
Ah, yes. Wow. Thanks, guys. So, would you rather punch a cactus or kick an up dog? The punchline is, what's a cactus?
Wow, Tess, spoilers.
Those lights are oranges. Oh, we're seeing more of the booby ball trees.
Laura Borealis and... Oh! And they ship you with Petra. I did say we were the Mons and Petra of Discord and Britain.
Everything. The universe. I mean, to be fair, there isn't a thing that Petra has won that wouldn't look good on me. TBH. Also, it's the shit stain field.
Well, I like to think that pink dress that she wore at Eurovision would look brilliant on me, TBH, but it would rock you better, TB.
Oh, I just remembered what the boss level of this is, and oh no. Oh no.
Petrus and Laurence. So about last night. That is not going to be fun. I shit myself in Iceland 2015. Good for you, Maria, good for you.
Our original plan was to pass we went back and forth throughout the entire game, and we just never did that.
What happened?
We.
Vlogs.
Ah, the crystal gems.
We'll always save the day.
And if you think we can't, I hate you! Because poop.
Because Steven's big fat meanie. A big fat meanie zucchini.
Which had to have its own place in the soundtrack.
Yes.
Why would you want Linda Woodruff, TBH?
Hello.
It's she.
Hello, Artbeat. How you doing, love? Tess says I'm good at that impression, and a Sylvia Knight impression. I don't know why.
Thanks, Censor Bar. You dicked me over again.
Sorry.
You're not the Censor Bar. Shut up.
I am voicing the censor bar. Leave me alone.
Ah, the mushrooms. Oh my god, it's Tingle but Wario. Torio. Lornus.
Amazing.
I don't see what people see in Linda Woodruff. She's just maximal cringe. And yet Sarah Dawn Fina Finer is such a talented artist. Ah, the booty.
Hello? Is it God? What's up, Doc? It's me, Celia, and I'm your favorite person in the world. I'm saving the world. Tess thinks I'm good at that impression, and I'm really not.
You are. Go to bed.
Okay.
I mean, she's actually lying on my bed, and oh, okay. Mind the keyboard.
Don't get the wrong idea. We are not a ship.
She's got her own separate room to sleep in, so don't worry. Georgina, you've got issues. Panties!
Who's Georgina?
Oh, the Maria. Apple on a stick. Pom pom pom. Pom gets Wi-Fi. I'm standing up and everything.
Oh, they're strawberries.
Well done.
I've just realised that.
That's a giant pin.
You're a giant pin. Speak Icelandic. You need to put a potato in your mouth.
Oh my god, it was me.
Did you just fart? Or was that the best?
That was you.
You can't prove it.
Yes, I can.
How?
You're always farting.
Not always.
Just most of the time. Pardon me punching your house until you let me in.
Except for that one time in Guildford where we walked into a shop and somebody had already farted.
Oh yeah. Like that was today. Well, I need to dance now.
Oh yeah, she did voice Elsa. She also voiced Rapunzel in the Icelandic version of Tangled, and Molly Sandén voiced Rapunzel in the Swedish version, and Måns Zelmerlöw voiced like Flynn Rider. And it's so weird to hear Måns speak Swedish, even though that's his native language. So yeah. Tess is sort of thrusting his Wii remote.
I have to, it's the game. Sus. Jazz hands.
I was thinking to say, why don't Eurovision singers voice like the English language versions of films? But then again, they hire like American people because America is the only place that speaks English, gosh darn it.
I'm dancing.
Oh, you met her in person. Oh, that's nice. It's nice to do it.
Ow! Ow!
I can't see. Laura just slammed her head into the Wii remote. A brilliant thing to have on stream. Hair is not protected, it did not protect her. You seem okay.
Abuse.
Clearly not. You leaned into the path of the Wii remote. We are both to equal blame.
It's fine.
Pain. The sacrifices you must make when playing video games.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I'll live.
Yeah, Laura, you abused my Wii remote.
I'm sorry.
Rip. These things happen. Anyway, that's the main game.
Turtle T, it's not domestic abuse. I'll live. It's fine.
What about the Wiimote, though? We need to think of our child.
Excuse me?
Adopted child.
Sorry.
She just kissed the Wiimote. That's not a euphemism. That was quite an impressive thunk, though. Anyway, what's actually going on in the chat? Because like, I was too busy dancing, and someone just sort of slammed her head into my face.
Hey.
Hey.
Maria Olofsdotter said that she met Augusta Eva, the person behind Sylvia and I.
Oh. I think she should have known better than to go in character, to be fair. I mean, there's technically or beyond, but like...
Although, like, she did call Corolla an ugly old bitch from Sweden. Sylvia and I.
Yeah, I guess it'll balance out in the end. But kikwis aren't real. You've never seen one.
What is a kiwi?
It's those things.
So descriptive.
I don't know, what do you think? Should we do the nunchuck one, or should we call it a day?
Do it.
Oh, okay. How could I own a kiwi? They're not real. And you've never seen one.
Well, no, I haven't, so how do I know they're real?
Exactly. I mean, calm your tits, I do intend to stream Skyward Sword at the end of this year, but still. But yeah, she should have known better than to be in character, because, no, like, never go as a character to Eurovision. No one will get the joke. Guaranteed. Well, Eurovision isn't meant to be a joke, so they shouldn't be, like, if you're laughing, you're doing something wrong. And yes, they kind of do, but at the same time, what ball sacks have you seen, Lozzie? Like, we've been hit in the head by a space. You can relate. Ah, she's dead. Well, we know that it's a joke, but, like, it's a joke that nobody found funny, because it's just like, no one's laughing, why are you perpetuating it?
And America, like...
It's like the dust in the turkey, or Estonia 2008, like, we're not laughing, we're cringing, and that doesn't get points.
Yeah, but 2008 was a weird year. There was Dust in the Turkey, there was Estonia, there was the Angel and Devil debut act from Azerbaijan, there were the Pirates from Latvia,
Hold the balance stone in your left
Spanish
hand
Elvis.
and the
Spanish
floor
Elvis.
baton in your right. Stay vigilant.
Although he
The
was
battle for
Argentinian.
seconds
Well,
is always
Rodolfo
sudden and fierce.
Chiquiliquatre, that was a character as well, wasn't it?
Oh! Hello, Betty Boop. The Dinah B. The Diana Ross. That was easy.
Eurovision cosplay confirmed.
Clearly, Super Alex 641 and I should just dress as Callie and Marie, or Callie and Murray, depending on...
Then again, if we were to do a Eurovision cosplay, I vote...
That is not what I did, game! Laura, can you confirm?
I can confirm.
What the fuck, game?
I mean, like, oh my god.
I cheated the system.
I mean, if we were to do a Eurovision cosplay, we'd go as Mons and Petra, duh.
But who was who? Clearly I would go as Petra, because the dresses suit me.
And clearly I would go as Mons, because I can sing.
Well, okay then.
Logic! Well, I mean, you can sing, we've just never heard you.
That's also true. I am working on something in the background, but that sort of relies on a certain other person, not you, but someone else. I didn't even do anything that time. I'm working with someone else, not Laura, but someone else, on a thing which may or may not see musical involvement. Doggo, you're not real.
Well, I hope to see the results of this musical thingo soon.
It should happen soon, because otherwise it'll stop being relevant. Can I open a box? Oh, it's the pedal.
Whee! Is it Eurovision the musical?
No.
Yay, we can work on that then. A Eurovision musical, I wonder how many people will see that.
Well, I mean, they tried it, and it didn't work before. No, that was the X Factor. Well, they did it with Ralph Siegel songs. Oh, is that Czech Republic 2009, but that song that didn't win the national final called Holiday? Because what the fuck was that? It's a box on a stick. Oh no, it's the choo-choo. I don't even remember what the boss of this is. Oh yeah, it's fighting. I'm just gonna keep spamming and hoping for the best. I did it.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with that, Maria, and hopefully you don't get kicked out.
What happened?
She's doing a figure skating competition, and her music piece is "Congratulations" by Sylvia Knight.
Pick a better song.
Like
Accent by Milky. My only thought was because you said la.
I was trying to say like.
Yes.
I was trying to think of an Icelandic song that would be better suited to ice skating.
The original version of Fluke with Leaf. That should be good. The Icelandic version of This Is My Life. The Icelandic one. 2008. The one with the aggressive violin.
I was gonna say Unbroken because I can sort of like imagine like.
Oh, true. To be true, Unbroken would actually suit ice skating.
Just like wild dance. Like I remember somebody using wild dances as their piece music for a floor routine in the Olympics.
Cool. I remember that in one of the ABU song festivals, they used La Nemoya as one of the postcard themes. Like, I'm fairly sure you're not allowed to do that.
And then there was like 2014 Junior Eurovision where they just sort of used around one of the participating songs in all of their advertising.
Which is not fair, and they should not do that. Same goes for like anything Eurovision. They shouldn't use any competing entries or promotional materials in the same year, because that isn't fair, objectively. Anyway, we're all done, I think.
I believe so.
Well, do you want to outro?
I have been and will forever be europezgal08.
And I'm going to go and get an ice pack from the fridge to put on my damaged Wii remote.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks y'all for watching. This certainly was an event, and
woo, we got multi-mode.
I mean, we've already outroed.
We shall do it at some point.
At some point.
While I'm here.
But Dr. Krygor is the fitness level, and it's too late and too warm for that. Anyway, thanks you all for watching. I'm going to end off the stream now. Thank you for watching, and
Bye.
have a beautiful life.